Why did you count down from 6?
Because I needed that second more just to make sure I got rid of all Ugandan knuckles. And now you asked me, so now it's back in my head.
That's not my fault.
It is your fault. Take fucking commitment.
6.
Yep.
I feel like if Blue Show was still here, he would be able to keep us on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, but he is super dead, so...
He's super dead.
I mean, if a horse hear it, he might think you said hey, and he thinks he will get through.
You've got a point.
Wow. Okay, excellent freaking start. Excellent. Now then, you guys had just been in contact with Jenna Gleamsilver, or Gleamsilver, a gnome sort of shady character that's approached you during one of your meals and had pointed out that you guys were apparently about to be poisoned. Or, I will say poisoned in place of was about to be fed a, ingestive piece of bone that would otherwise have pierced your gullet. Also, where the hell did you find this image? I mean, Mind Turtle, fair play.
Doesn't matter.
But why didn't you bring this up sooner? You must have been looking. I like to hear that you've commissioned this almost, but
Doesn't matter.
Well, all right then. Whew. Where was I? Yes, you had just been told that you were about to be killed. The dragon cultists that are part of this wagon caravan had decided it was time for you guys to die. And they had gone about doing that by putting this rolled up fish bone that uncurls in your gullet, which then leads to it piercing your gullet, and then you just slowly die out. It's very nasty, very uncomfortable, and apparently she spotted that out, and now she wanted you guys to assist her in joining her for a raid this night where she was going to look through the Dragon Cultist wares, pin them as what they are, but she noticed that you guys had presented a unique opportunity. Your employer, who's blackmailing you, flexibly, as Barra Joss, he happens to be on some sort of terms with the Dragon Cultists, and he seems to be having some of their wares with his. So, it seems like your connection to him might offer unique opportunity to look through all of that gear. And with that in mind, I'm going to find my Pink Panther music, which is always my stealth music. Unless you guys have any other stealthiness.
Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
MGS BGM. Oh, Metal Gear Solid BGM. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Metal Gear.
Or Mission Impossible thing.
Nah, that's too epic. We need something more low-key. We got Meme Factory, Mega Man, ZX. No, that's everything but stealthy. And just to share with you, oh my god, it echoes through the rest of you. Yeah, that's just an explosion of memes. We won't do that one. Let's just find the Pink Panther. There we go. Yes. Almost as sexy as elevator music. Okay, so then. How do you guys begin your approach to searching through all of this bits and pieces?
Sorry. So are we meeting her now or not?
You can choose to meet her now or not, but she has suggested that you guys can deal with it tonight. Just to recap the last things that she had said to you guys. We don't work for the same people, but we're all on the same side. We share a belief that the dragon cult, the cult of the dragon rather, must be stopped. I need to know... Cult of the dragon. I need to know what they're carrying in those wagons and where they're taking it. Will you help me find out? And we can do this tonight.
Okay. So are we waiting for tonight? Where are we right now? Are we still in the bar or the tavern or whatever?
No, I don't believe you were at a tavern.
This is all in the caravan.
This-
This is just like a table
we're
we set
camped
up.
on the caravan.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
exactly.
This is the morning still.
No, by now it's past the morning. She had met.
Oh, no.
Yes, high noon.
I knew.
I can bring up all. You know what? Anytime you meme with something, I can, burn this meme out of this game by any means necessary. If that's what you want, we can do it. I swear to Buddha. However,
Okay, so it's high noon, and then it's morning, and so we just got to wait for the cover of night really to do this.
you don't have to, but it would be advisable. Always
When
good.
do we know when the caravan's going to get going again?
You know that they get going later-ish towards the next following morning. They travel daily. They've already done like a pit stop at Daggerford for their day of rest. So you guys can carry on, and they'll carry on tomorrow morning. So you've got until sunrise, and then an hour or two past that.
Okay, I'll just go to him and be like, so why don't we just try and torture if one of the guys tell him?
Jenna is saying, yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to it, but it seems like a waste of time. We can just check the luggage right out from under their noses, get straight to what we need to know.
True, but I'm just saying I'll turn to Cyphus and Feather, the only other two that would have been there during the bargaining with the Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Just be like, look. So, I mean, I owe them fuck all, but whatever. But what would be so bad if we just killed them all? I mean, they did try to kill us.
After we find out where and what they're carrying, I have no problem with it.
Oh, so is that all we had? Is that all we had to tell them back at the
That is
Gauntlet?
all we had to do. That's what I've been thinking that the entire month we've been traveling.
Jenna's just hold on a sec there. Yeah, no, kill the fuckers, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. But we want to know where they're heading, because they are taking this somewhere to another base. And if they
find out, that's the information we were supposed to find out. Was
Got you.
where they're
Right.
heading, what they're taking, and what their plans are with this.
Yeah, exactly. And again, don't get me wrong. If they get the fear of, all of the gods put into them by anybody that manages to see you torturing any of them, or if they know that they're under threat by you, they may disperse. They may, we can't, they're cattle. We can't spook them. Otherwise, they may run away from what we want them to be doing.
Very true.
So
We'll
why
wait
don't
for night then.
does
I
Joe
mean, we
go on?
should start with being sneaky and see what we can find out. We will probably fail at some point, then we can go to torture.
I like this guy.
Jenna is well, okay. Maybe those who are not inclined to be so sneaky might be able to draw Asbara Joss away from his cart. Then it's just free pickings for us to run through it.
Well, me and Asbara have some business, so I guess I could try and talk to him while you lot sort of deal with it. I miss the torture all the time. I miss the torture.
Jenna just gives a awkwardy scoff, but she's like, we may need that. I'm not putting it off the table entirely. We may need to absolutely tear some eyeballs out, burn a tongue or two. I mean, whatever goes. But they only have a limited number that is in this caravan, and we mustn't let them act any differently than their course of action that takes us to their higher ups. That's all I need to keep on track here.
Understood. So, what is the plan then? So tonight we go in, you sneak in, and you want someone to distract Asbara.
As much distraction as we can get gives us all the opportunities to go through all their mixed amounts of goods and whatnot. I'll find out how much they're hauling. You have done a great service to me. Of course, I will be doing this mutually. But
Who
yeah.
are you? Like, what do you gain from this? What is your allegiances?
She kind of says, my allegiances are to those that would control the world, but we're not looking to upset it in its natural order, as it were. And
who would those be?
you can give me an insight check, especially because you are Shiera.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Bloody character sheets buggering up.
Yeah,
One
no
second.
problem. Oh,
fuck.
yeah, and on you don't fucking care. On a nat
No,
one.
I'm just not paying attention to any of
Oh, Shiera, she is
There we
talking
go.
about the Zentium. You,
Oh, cock.
it was certainly like your first
Yeah.
go-to. In your most emo of phases, you were just like, the Zentium is a perfect match for me. But you
Yeah.
ended up like falling towards the Order of the Gauntlet. But no, you fucking know she's talking about the Zentium. And you know when that look of realization is in your eyes, it's in her eyes, and you're getting a look of keep this to yourself. But on a
So that
crit,
was-
on a crit, you know that she is not hostile to you, and she's not planning to back end you.
Okay. So, I'll keep your and your little emo brothers safe. Whatever. But you have to promise us something.
She kind of like puts her hand to her chin, and she's just going, "I'm listening."
You have to help us at some point. You owe us. So if we ever need anything, you should come calling.
Alright, but I mean, yeah, I get it, but I do have higher ups I need to consider for like stuff like that.
I understand, but just keep it in mind, okay?
If you need me, how am I going to know?
Oh, we'll find a way. Don't you worry. I actually have no idea how. I'm just trying to sound ominous.
Lovely. Lovely. She just gives a deal. Fair enough.
Good.
Alright then. So anyway, she goes, right, so we better get on with this.
Be better. So we should wait. Yeah, we'll wait until like I don't know, as soon as the sun goes down. I guess. Is that right, guys?
Yeah, whenever we were supposed to do it. Nighttime, evening, whatever.
Cool.
What's going on? All right, whatever.
No, awesome.
I'm just not paying attention to anything that's going
Yeah,
on.
no, you're really nailing that much so far. You're really nailing it.
You're a slippery bastard. God damn it. Okay, and I'm a snake.
Hey, you're not just a snake. You're a sneaky snake.
Sneaky snake.
Oh, I'm so glad we have a
You're wearing
mascot.
plate armor that smokes ominously. I'm not sure how subtle you're being.
Hey, when
No,
night
turn it
comes, yeah, you can turn it off. Nice, but yes. So let's go on.
By the way, just so I know, how many of you have dark vision?
Just me. Oh no. Just can RC have dark vision?
Fire ones do.
There we go.
Hmm.
So us three, basically.
Alright, was just curious.
Okay, no, awesome. Wait, are you a fire genocide?
Yes.
Oh shit! We need to get you some art because that'd be fucking awesome to see, actually. Oh, we got tons of artists we can throw your way. Nice students that, well, yeah, they could do with money, but no, we'll throw people that you could get art for, maybe. Anyway, time for the heist, as it were. So, your main target, firstly, let's deal with you, Shiera, and let's deal with Asbara Joss. So,
Okay.
let's get on with that first and foremost.
Knock, knock, knock.
Asbara kind of like, he opens his, like, inner doorway as he goes, Shiera, you must have, not much. Actually, I do have some information for you.
Go on.
Yes, but inside.
Of course.
Yeah, and he brings you in, and yeah, he closes it up. Now I forget. Did we make this secret last time, Shiera? Or
Yeah.
all right, we'll make it secret again. Into the
Oh no.
Oh, go on.
No, we didn't make it secret, but with like the other guys don't know kind of thing. But I haven't told their character.
All right, so I won't go. We can take this to the other chat if you like, or leave it here.
I'm fine with either. It's up to you.
All right. So, yes. Okay. So, when you're back to his inner part, you can see that he's still got his demon circle, very small one, put in the floor space between the pair of you. As you're it's got those arrangements where you can sit backward facing or forward facing, and from door to door, there's an inner walkway that you can go through. Very private and secluded sort of carriage. While behind him, he has a proper, wagon with various knickknacks and things that you've not pried your hand into yet. When you are there, he goes, alright, so you remember Droozle?
Yes, that weird little impy thing.
Yes, my informant. He has been in connection with, he's had to skip a plane or two. It's taken him a bit of a while. However, we are dealing with a demon here. Well, my connections are through devils.
Mm-hmm.
He has, however, got hold of a quasit, which will do the same job he's been doing, but across on the demonic side of things.
Understood.
Unfortunately, unlike devils, demons don't have the same... Well, at least the smaller ones don't have the same kind of weakness when knowing their name. So, I'm kind of going to summon Droozle, and he's going to have this one tied up in his capture. So, I summon him, and he brings this one along.
Okay. I'll just put my hand on my mace, ready to just attack anything if it does start attacking.
You get the idea, but don't you kill this imp. If you kill him, the quasit, it'll cost you time. But if you kill the imp while it's in this circle, that's going to make its time before it respawns in the 9 hells to be a lot longer. And that
Don't worry, I won't kill it. I'll just make it suffer.
Alright.
If anything happens.
Okay. So, with that, he begins to spellcast. And I'll put a pin in that. The rest of you guys, Shiera and Asbara Joss are put into their caravan, and they are in some form of deep private conversation. You don't know what's going on. But Jenna is with you, kind of slinked behind one of the parts between 2 wagons, joined by bridles and joinery parts. And she says, all right, time to make a move.
Right behind you.
Let's get this over with.
All right. So, as you begin in this first, back compartment of stuff, you can see what appears to be a man, a very large man, and he is passed out asleep, arms splayed across some of the equipment and stuff he has there. It's hard to pick at anything with him on top of it, but he is sleeping soundly away.
Okay, Cyphus is going to turn around and keep watch while the others do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm. So, no, that's fair enough. So you keep watch, but how does everybody else deal with this sleeping bulk of a person there?
Well,
I mean, easier to kill.
You can tie him up and gag him.
Well, it would be better if we don't have to. If we do that, they will know that someone has done something.
Yeah, I've got no spells prepared that can help.
Me either. I was checking my spells, but I have nothing.
Yeah, I have one spell that might help, but there's no way I would have had it prepared.
Well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have chosen it, even if I had specifically gone for a sneaky loadout.
Okay. Okay, well, you still got a sleeping guy there. It is the one right behind Asbara Joss, so you can choose defeat and try to go on to another nearby wagon, or you can try to deal with this one. He does look like familiar. You think Shiera drank with him once, or somebody who has a mug that doesn't let you get drunk.
Oh, that was Cypher.
That's me.
Ah, Cyphers, this guy you remember.
Oh,
Really?
He was your drinking buddy.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he has drunk himself into a stupor.
Oh, okay, then he's really drunk. Alright, I'll just note.
Yeah, let's just be as long as we're careful here, I think we'll be fine.
Well, we can always start with the other wagons, check them through, and take his wagon last. If we manage to wake him up and cause some trouble, we have already checked the other ones.
Sure.
No, I'll notice his, completely drunken stupor, and I'll try shifting him slowly, but not like too slow. Like he's a pretty big guy, right?
Yes, he absolutely is. When you do so, you're getting the impression that you could have bitch slapped him and he will not wake up. However, he was lying on something. He seemed to be lying on a very interesting sack.
When Cypher moves them, I will retrieve the sack.
Yes. Do you care to have a look inside?
Yes.
All right. So, much to your curiosity, you see within 10 dried beans.
Oh God.
Is there gonna be a beanstalk?
It had to be one of these.
Hmm.
Is it Royson?
All right, I'm just gonna shrug and hand the bag to Feather.
Hold on to it.
Wonderful. Yeah, Feather, this bag seems to jostle with 10 kind of firm dry beans.
Can I eat it? Asking Cyphers.
Well, it looks like a bean, so it might well be edible.
Don't mess with anything right now. We're just looking for evidence.
Mm.
But the tiny lady threw away my oatmeal.
I love it. Hey, it looks like, you know what? They are very nice. They look like jelly beans.
No, give it to her. She might know what it is. Give it to her. No eating. Bad, Feather. Bad.
Stow this away until after we're done.
Actually, this is...
Is there anything else in this little cut?
Anything else? Okay, yeah. So there are plenty of boxes. Your typical warehouse sort of, will pry it open with a crowbar and open up the lid sort of boxes, nailed shut and whatnot.
Oh.
Anything that looks like it might be anything that looks like that might indicate where they're going. Any marks or labeling or anything like that.
So you get
we could copy down and then research later, even.
Like 1 out of 7 boxes and coffers and whatnot has the mark of Waterdeep. Another 1 out of 7 bears the mark of Daggerford. And another 1 out of 7 bears the mark of Baldur's Gate. But other than that, the others are unmarked boxes.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to crack stuff open right now. That would just be not a great idea.
Well, there are coffers and stuff. Yeah, you do have a crowbar that will open a lid up smashingly.
Yeah, but it will also make a lot of noise.
Smashingly.
Well, if you pry it open carefully, it doesn't.
Yeah,
make
I'm gonna try to open it as
some noise.
quietly and carefully as I can.
Totally fine.
One of the unmarked boxes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would like you to make me a strength check, please. Maybe with athletics, if you got it. Perfect. So you have more than enough might to control your movements to eke this thing out open, just to pry the lid. And when you pry the lid open, your eyes are blinded in the sparkling glitter of mixed coinage, golden goblets, shiny brass silverware, and can't be brass silverware, fuck me. But you know, silverware,
Brass
ornate
cutlery.
decorations, small little gemstones, the works.
Well, it seems we found somebody's loot.
Yeah, this looks like something they would have looted.
Yes, it does.
You found more for our funds.
Right? No, I'll like put the lid back and then shove it back to where, not shove it, but slide it back to where it was. Is there any?
Before he closes that,
Yes.
I'm going to take. I'm going to take out my random piece of. Oh, do I actually have that? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to take out one of my flasks,
Okay.
and I'm going to put it in the box so that I can potentially locate object this later.
That gets you a fucking inspiration because that's smart. That's really fucking smart, and I love that. You get a point of inspiration. Well, just a flask of his.
Yeah, I have 4 flasks, so I'm taking one of them and I'm putting it in so I can hopefully find it later.
Yeah, because
magically.
you're kind of familiar with it. Listen, just to really perfect this spell, can you label this flask by any means, just so it's especially familiar in your own head?
I bought it. This probably has like engraving and stuff on it. I spent money.
Let's call it the Dimble-Doo flask.
I'm just saying. What would you do to make? What would you tell me as a DM makes it particularly unique for your own mind?
It is monogrammed with it has a flame design on it that has my initials.
Yeah, you get a fucking inspiration. That is a brilliant idea. I love that idea. Yeah, you absolutely do that. And I take it you bury this flask deep in there.
Oh yeah. No. I stick it down in the I put it under some gold and stuff like that, so it's not just on top.
Yeah, absolutely. So the initials that will be on there is ADI. Is that right?
It will be ADI, and it will be in like a flame decal.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I love that. I love everything about what you've just thought up there.
That's like a family. That's like a family crest.
Oh.
With my personal initials on it.
Oh. No, but anyway, that is still fucking awesome. And yeah, you can crack the lid down again if you like. The nails, they're pretty long nails, pretty broad, and you've cracked it open to sort of get an arm in and out and to see through it, but you've not ruined this box. You can absolutely close it back up and maybe be a bit looser for the next person, but other than that, it should be fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll be long gone, hopefully, by then.
Yes, and for the time being, it doesn't seem like anybody is around near this cart. So far, everything's going swimmingly for you guys.
Okay, so was that all that was in here? I want to see if there's any kind of like, paper or any kind of documents that might help.
So, just for your like mindscape, you should imagine that you're looking at one cart of like a airport like trolley vehicle that takes all the luggage from, you know, the terminals to the plane itself. And this wagon has the equivalent luggage as one of those segments, all in boxes and coffers and such.
So I'll put the drunk guy back down, laying how he was, and tiptoe out.
Okay, excellent. You're welcome to search other things, by the way. I'm just saying there's quite a few bits.
We should check another wagon too.
Yeah, we're gonna check another wagon. I'm just saying that this one clearly has loot in it, and like I could recognize that that's probably loot.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
Yeah, this is obviously they're moving treasure, which is what we thought they were.
No, absolutely.
So that's one part of the mission done. Was what are they moving? Loot.
And now,
And we gotta
where?
find where.
Yes. If you want to search another wagon, why don't you tell me what kind of wagon you'd like to aim to search? If you remember any NPCs, now's a good time, because they are more or less attached to a wagon or not in particular. So they're a good marker of whose wagon you poke into.
Not the guy with the gargoyle. That's just going to end poorly.
Sensible.
We could do the woodworker's
I was gonna say
wagon, but
the
I don't think
drunken
he
dude,
has
but
anything.
he's right there. I don't think the lady with the birds. No, she's just kind of dumb. Let's see where that lawyer fucker went.
Well, see, I think the lawyer's a red herring, personally.
Well, I only been one session in the game, so I don't know much.
That's fair. To explain, this whole like procession line of wagons and horses all have merchants and their hired guards, and they're traveling like a big train moving across the Sword Coast. And the team knows a few of them.
Well, we know kind of what the cultist guys are. Are we able to check their wagons?
Yeah, the problem is that they have gone to some efforts to hide their appearance. Their goal has been to mingle as part of this long procession line so as not to draw attention to themselves. So there isn't any wagon that is particularly dragon cultist looking, but you've already seen one or two people that look like they could be cultists themselves.
Yeah, those guards that were pointed out that tried to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
Whose wagon are they attached to?
So they seem to be attached to, well, it actually is interesting. It seems to be attached to, the same wagon that the female shield dwarf guard is attached to. The one that gave Shiera some shit, as, you know, she didn't like her shadiness.
Killer.
Nice. And,
Okay,
go on.
You're dealing with demons right now. You don't get a say.
Demons and devils.
You're mixing. You're
Yeah.
mixing.
You're
That's
mixing
what
your
you're doing.
Sprite and your 7-Up. No, your Sprite, sorry, and your Coke. And I guarantee you, when they mingle in there, you're going to be sick.
Yeah. Maybe I like it like that.
Hey, I don't question a person who enjoys Vol would have any
Don't-
doubt.
Oh, fuck you.
I'd have no question you mix it up with what goes down your gullet.
To the 9 hells, fuck you.
Yay!
You're,
All right. Well,
you're
that's
mixing
my
it
vote.
both ways. You're kinda bi-heretic.
Yeah,
Don't
my,
encourage him.
my vote is we try that wagon next, even though we'll have to get around the shield dwarf, who probably I'm hoping isn't a dragon cultist, but you know, never know.
I'll go woo her with my dwarvish.
Oh. Hey, I'm down for it. But first, back to Shiera.
Well, we know he likes the kinky stuff.
Yes.
Hey, you had sex with a deer.
Hey, she was a smoking hot elf for 8 hours.
Just tell yourself that. I know it's something that you tell yourself that, but when did you really turn back? Can you answer that question?
I woke up to her being a. So I have memories.
Did you?
Of. Yes.
For some reason, he woke up and his ass really hurt.
Well,
No,
we
I'm
don't
fine.
know. For all that we know, you might have waited until she turned to the stag before you had some fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, when fighting starts, you're all gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I'm glad you have something to bond over now.
Yeah, some weird stag bestiality.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Always brings the family together.
I know, right? Perfect family entertainment.
Don't care. Had sex. Worth it.
Yeah. Excellent. Alrighty then. So, Shiera, back to you.
Yeah.
So, we pop back in with Droozle popping back in. And he has, in some black, nasty sort of vines, very thin little things, tied up this nasty-looking, green-skinned sort of creature known as a quasit. I'm going to see if... well, it's not there. If you can do a Google search, you can see what it looks like. But...
Well, of a quasit.
Yes, but it's a black-eyed, horn, greeny little creature, kind of resembling a toad in some aspects.
Oh yeah.
But more devilish-like, as the Droozle himself looks cut up and scratched, like he was in a bit of a fight with this little creature. As yes, that's exactly yes. So very green-skinned with a few bits of black, boily stuff on his body, and very alien-esque eyes.
He works for Nurgle.
Nurgle? Don't know who that is. Anyway.
Warhammer.
Oh, right. Awesome. Anyway. Yes. They both pop up together, and Droozle says, "Let this be the last favor I ever have to do to you, Asbar." And the Asbar responds, "If you weren't holding that quasit down, I'd had beat you for such an instant remark. But you did very well, Droozle. So yes, I'll give you some time to anguish in hellfire for a while longer once we're done with this." Alright, Shiera, so let's find out what it knows. Now, here's a question I need to figure out. There is two different hellish languages, isn't there? There is Abyssal and...
Infernal's the other one.
Yes. Do you know Abyssal?
Devils, yeah, I know Abyssal, yeah. Devils speak Infernal, demons speak Abyssal.
Yes. Now,
Yes, but both are using the same letters, infernal letters.
Yes, but you're only dealing with its vocals. And it is snarling and sputtering with a sort of... And Shiera, Asbara does say, now, my understanding of Abyssal actually is not par. I know my Infernal, so I'll actually be needing to default to you for this. Ask it what you need to.
Yeah.
And, it's busy, like, telling you very descriptive ways of how your insides will become outsides, how your heart will be stuck underneath your fingernails, so that whenever you tap on a desk, you can feel the drum of your own heart, and then you can be imagining a hammer striking down, cursing you for ever bringing him into this existence, but you can cut him off at any point.
Your methods of torture are very, very primitive. What is wrong? What, did you just get out of torture school, you little cunt?
He just...
Look, tell me what I want to know, and then maybe we'll let you go afterwards. Okay, little baby?
Make me, you flippin' hellspawn!
God, you're so impolite, aren't you? I'll just pull out my long sword and just stick it right under his neck.
Do it, kill me, send me away from this place, do it.
That's what you want, isn't it? stab it through his arm or something?
Absolutely. No check required. He's bound up.
Okay, I'll stab it through his arm.
Ah! I love it. Go on. Take the other arm. Take it all off.
You're a creepy bastard, aren't you? Look,
He's
all I want to know is about the demon, which, might be giving us some trouble.
God!
Do that-
Let it
Yeah.
curse you forever, then.
Oh, God, you really don't like to negotiate, do you?
No, he's a demon.
Hmm.
Devils
Okay,
have the contracts, and demons are the true chaotic evil.
Hmm. So what can I do for you, so you can, be somewhat, what's the word, compatible with what I want to know, okay? Well, is there what can I do for you?
Kill that devil! Kill the summoner! Let me bathe in their blood!
Okay, a little extreme. Do I know the name of the monster? Like, I know, but like, does Shiera know the name of the monster that's after me?
No, that's the main point. You are after
okay.
its name so that you may do something more with it.
Okay. Look, I'm after a demon. It has the ability to kill up to 4 people at a time.
I know what haunts you, Shiera!
Brilliant. So, tell me what it is.
Fake me!
Oh. Okay, I'll just sit down and just be like, look, we can just keep you here until you die painfully, or you can tell us now and we'll let you go.
Kill it with kindness.
I'm trying to
Hey,
dude.
hey, listen. If there was ever a fucking...
Quickly,
No, listen.
the comfy pillows, fetch them,
Lovely.
and the nice tea set.
If there was ever a
Pretty one
time...
with the gold filigree.
I love that. If there was ever a time for Smurf hell, this would be
God.
that time. Would it not be?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, he goes, I'll spend every day thanking my lucky stars, the dark stars, that she'll come to kill you before I die.
So it's a she.
He
Oh, now we're getting somewhere, aren't we?
he snarls as he has made a bit of an error there.
Yeah. Now look. This one has the capability to send you somewhere where it's not a very nice place for you demons. You know the 9 hells, don't you? Full of devils.
It's about as nice as the abyss.
Yes, but I know. Would she know about like a war between devils and demons?
The
It's
two are.
always going on.
You don't need to make a check. They're fucking
Yeah.
evil creatures. They will
Yeah, yeah,
enjoy killing each other.
But there is constantly a war going on between the two, isn't there? Like
The
in
blood
law
war.
wise.
Yeah.
Okay. So look. There are 9 hells, aren't there?
You
Asking
just
you, little demon.
you get the impression he actually doesn't know.
Okay. Well, it is common knowledge, maybe to, somewhat knowledgeable people, obviously not you, but there are people, it is known there are 9, there's actually 10. There's one more people do not know about.
He is like he's kind of interested. He doesn't want to admit it, but his like leathery eyelids open up just a tad.
So, now drop everything and grab him by the neck and slam him against a wall.
Oh, okay.
So if you do not tell me what I want to know, this one here will send you to that 10th layer of full of blue little fucking creatures who will not shut the fuck up down your ear for eternity. Torture you for eternity. Will never let you die for eternity.
Wonderful.
What I want to know.
That's fucking inspiration, man, for fucking making Smurf hell canon.
Hey.
Oh my god, it's the same. Hey, it's the same level that Frieza's sitting in.
Exactly, that's what I'm going for. It freezes like own personal hell.
It can't all be Dragon Ball.
No,
Right.
I can make it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Smurf Hiffle. Thank you.
Oh. Nice.
Smurfek.
Oh. Oh my god, Smurfle. Oh,
God.
me own Smurf. Come to me. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. My imagination has taken me to a Smurf pantheon of, Norse gods. Smurf Odin. Papa Odin Smurf. Oh.
And the leader of these Smurfs is called Papa Smurfus.
Okay.
He is a deadly motherfucker, and he will never let you die.
Oh.
So tell me what I want to know, okay?
He just gives a huge, outrageous. He thrashes and he goes, "Fine!" Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Where do you find this?
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. That is just what Smurf Hell Lings will look like. Okay. So he will go. Actually, the GM might just go to get his monster manual out, actually, or something. No, he can improvise. So he just goes. She is, of course, a Meredith, a being of deadly force with 4 arms, each, or maybe 6 arms. I don't know. I've never got close to one. Each one made to pluck and to kill.
Okay.
As for her name, however, I don't know it, but the reason I don't know it is because the drow that summoned her have refused to make any reference of her name. If you really want to know, take a little trip to Menzo Baranzon and see what you can unearth from there.
That's the Drow Kingdom, isn't it?
Yes, it is, in the Underdark.
Oh, God.
Yeah, by the way, we ain't going.
No, yeah. Well, you guys don't know this, so maybe I can persuade you to get there at some point.
All I need you to do is dig straight down about 100 miles
Yeah, exactly. That's what we got to do, guys. You know,
and wind through infinite caverns of undulating darkness filled with the evilest things that exist outside of the 9 hells.
A lot of madness will ensue.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Basically, we're going to run out of the abyss, but in reverse, where we start at the end and go to the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
Okay. Thank you, you little dickhead.
He just spits down. It's
And
nasty.
what else can you tell me? Do you know anything else about my predicament?
I know that she's been doing this for a long, long time, but she's never been fully freed. Now that she's free, she will be hunting down the ones that captured her. But when you and your curse of her cause her to kill again, her hunt is interrupted, for which she will come to torture you for doing so.
Oh, Christ. So, who were the ones who initially captured her?
Those would be the drow.
Oh, okay.
I'm conflicted. We summoned a serial killer, but it only wants to kill drow, nominally. So, is that a net good? I don't know.
I can't not like anyone else. She comes and takes away my life force.
Yep.
So, I mean, it ain't great.
And every time it happens, she's more angry that you've interrupted her.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll show him this book that I got, the Book of the Spider Demon,
Yeah.
which talks about Lolth and the cultists of Drow and everything. It's like, this demon, does she come from Loth? Like, does she come from her like pantheon kind of thing?
He's just like, Loaf fancies her. She likes her vengeful nature. Her main power stems off mortal vengeance and the blood-curdling need to exact it. That foulness put into one feminine body certainly draws Lolf's favor. But she's a demon, and she isn't even a Yokful, one of Lolf's handmaidens. So she's never really one with the Spider Queen, and she's not part of her web.
Okay, I'm gonna tell all this to the guy. I forgot his name. Asbara. Yeah.
He just nods along. He's listening in with interest.
So, do you have any idea what else I should ask?
He's just like, demons are a new subject to me. Plus, as I said, once you get your information, I'm hoping that you leave me out of these future matters.
Sure.
As for what you should be asking for, it's clear the thing doesn't know its name. Her name, rather, as it were. Still, we know it's a Malolith. You're going to need... We need some divination here. We need, like, locate creature. Your curse should add some familiarity, which could potentially be exploited to find it.
Okay. I'll turn back to him and go like, is there any specific means to kill a Marolith or to defeat a Marolith?
It just laughs hysterically, thinking the act pure impossible.
Did I say a joke, motherfucker?
He will just be like, of course, you could never kill her.
Maybe we'll see about that.
No, you truly can't. Your curse prevents it.
Oh.
If you kill her, she'll just rip your life from your chest, eat it and take it for her own.
Well, that's an interesting predicament. Okay. Well, thanks for telling me this. Now I know how to avoid that. Find a way to actually kill her. So, good job there, buddy.
He just laughs, still. Impressed, like amused to ever think. Because you could never kill a Malolith. It's just so beyond such mortal whimsies, you know.
I'm not just any mortal. You're not dealing with the average Yanti anymore.
The average Yanti warrior.
No.
The average Yanti Oathbreaker Paladin. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know where I'm trying to get the inspiration for this character.
Yeah.
It can't be Dragon Ball. It can't also be Dragon Ball.
Hey, just let it all be Dragon Ball. Just give in. Just do everything in your power to not make it a Shizu.
Oh, I'm trying.
I know you're trying. I can hear it.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Oh, yeah. So he told me everything I really need to know, right?
If there's anything more you need to know, you've yet to think of it.
Can't think of anything else.
That's fine.
All right. I'll turn to Asbara and say, can you send him to the 10th hell?
Absolutely. And he's
send him there.
done. And he just like
right before he goes, I'm just gonna go. Enjoy the berries, bitch.
Okay, and Asvara just squishes him with a boot. He just cockroach kills him.
Oh.
That's all it took, really.
Did he go to the 10th hell though?
10th.
Yeah, no, Smurf hell.
Get somebody to draw it, and then I can make it canon. Until then, his soul will be in limbo.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. All right, back to the other set of people. So, you've gone to the Shield Dwarf's caravan. She is asleep, but her guards are on duty. Well, rather, her fellow guards are on duty. The other two are taking the watch while she's having a break. So,
Are they dwarvish as well, or are they just humans?
they are both humans.
That's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. However, one is particularly short and looking very, very tomboyish. And I say that because you're not really figuring out if they are so much male or so much female. While the other is a bald-headed man who has an astoundingly long but very thin goatee. Like a Fu Manchu goatee, as it were.
What'd you call me?
Nothing.
Doesn't matter.
I guess I'll walk up.
Wait
to
a
the
second.
rest of the-
Wait a second. Sorry.
Oh.
I called you you, and I called me. I am you, and you are me. Was that the reference you were trying to make, Shiera?
What?
Never mind. Fuck me. Rush hour.
No, it was just like a word I didn't know, and so I was like, "What'd you call me?"
Great. I thought you were making a Rush Hour for you reference.
Nah.
God damn. Okay, you guys, carry on. Ignore me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
Where was I? Oh yeah, I'll just walk up to him with the rest of the party, and then I don't know, try to strike up a little conversation with them.
They just like step forward, weapons in hand. They're just like, you're not allowed to be anywhere near this cart.
Oh, I'm not here for the cart. I'm here for some, friendly company from fellow guards. I'm kind of. Everyone else is getting a little stuffy. Pull out my own tankard from my little bag and say, "You wanna share a drink?" Well, there's obviously nothing going around here. There hasn't been for a while. Share a drink?
He gives a shrug as he goes, might just take you up on that. And he reaches for your canteen if you share it. Yep, so he takes it, and then he just like looks at you and slowly turns it upside down and gives you a oops, it's all spilt out.
Oh, that's a shame. And I am mentally noting to decapitate him.
No help.
Wonderful. And
that's a shame. Okay, well, I'll hand it out to the tomboyish looking one. How about you? You want some too?
they have their chin and mouth put within like a sort of scarf they're wearing, as they just quietly shake their head with a no.
Okay, suit yourself. Well, it was worth a shot. How about about my friend over there, the other dwarvish lady? How about her? Does she want a drink? Where is she? Is she on break?
She's sleeping.
Oh. Shame. Alright, well, take care. I'll just walk back out.
Yeah, he gives you like the shoo away like motion with his fingers and hand, as he's seeing you walk away.
Good. Well, they don't want to drink and they're kind of stuffy.
Kind of
does
stuffy.
anyone want to annoy them so we can sneak around back?
Hey.
I'm looking at Anon when I say annoy.
I'm gonna be like, I feel like you want me to go annoy them. I mean, I can do that.
That'd be preferable. I mean, not to pin anyone on here, but pretty good at annoying people. I don't know, just your natural, I don't know,
It's a
air
talent.
about you it's a talent, exactly. So, give it a couple minutes, so it doesn't look like I immediately send you after them. While we kind of flank around and you
then
come
we
up with
can
something
try
good.
to stand up to the wagon and see what we can find.
Yeah.
All right, I
Alright.
know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until they're give them a few minutes till they're in position.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to walk up to the two guards. I'm gonna be like, "You two, come here right now."
To the two guards.
Yeah, to the two guards. I'm supposed to
Alright.
be distracting.
Alright. Because of the tone you gave me, I know it wasn't intentional. I want an intimidation check, please.
Oh, I suck at that.
Oh,
next one.
I needed you to suck at it. Ah! Oh, beautiful.
Never mind.
Ah!
Fucking sucking.
He's even worse at just like he's just got real like deep-seated confidence issues.
Alright, I know, and I'm putting you to the side there. And, oh, God. Okay.
The last four rolls are one at nat 20, a nat 19, and a nat 20.
Okay. So, these two guards rush you as they think you're pretty ready to throw down. And
No, I'm not trying to fight.
I know you're not, but that crit. Oh, it was. They fucking are intimidated as fuck, and like all scared people, they lash out. Oh my god.
Cyphus is trying to hold a laugh, but he motions everyone to like, go, sneak around, go.
Yes. Yes. You guys have absolute full access to the cart. Meanwhile, Anon, why don't you give me a initiative roll, please?
Oh, one second.
Yeah, no worries. That gave me
I just gotta make sure I'm selecting my character correctly so it shows up.
Yes. They have no initiative. Hey, you got the higher initiative. Nice one, high roller. Wonderful. All right, so you go first.
What? So I walk up and I'm like, "You two, come here right now!"
And they
all
come to
steal
you.
and try and-
Yeah. You say come to them, and they just take that into their minds as like fucking bring it, and they're bringing it. They're coming to you to bring it.
Okay, because that's not what I was going for.
I know it
Hold
wasn't.
on.
I know it wasn't.
All right, so they like draw steel and they're obviously attacking me.
They're obviously coming to fucking bring it.
All right, if they want to do this,
Yeah.
scorching ray.
Yay. Awesome. Awesome. Roll it.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's also a hit. Did you up the level
Alright.
of this?
It's second level spell.
Yeah, awesome. Wonderful. Roll damage.
1 second.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Alright, he's still alive. Now he's dead. The first one is dead. The tomboy is alive. They're still
Jesus.
alive. Do your last damage.
That's it. It's only 3.
You rolled. Oh yeah, there's
4,
initiative
10,
roll.
and 6.
Ah, then your blast of light will eviscerate your other dude, while they are bloodied by that, and on their turn, they kind of just they're burning, and they look around frantically as they go, I yield.
What are you even doing trying to attack me? You foolish peasant! Don't you know you cannot aspire to such greatness?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
lick my boot.
Yes. and they're just like, yeah, we were foolish. I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna be like, kneel.
Oh, they're already on their knees. And I'm
gonna be like, what are you even? I have no. And I'm like, I'm just so frustrated by the, by the level of incompetence that these people are showing.
The execution of your attack was appalling.
And I'm gonna be like, and first of all, you think I come here to fight you? Now, first of all, your first mistake was thinking you could do anything about it if I had chosen to. As you can see.
Wonderful.
And like, I'm just gonna continue dressing down this, like as if I'm dressing down like a like a new hire soldier that has been caught like napping on shift or something like that.
While they fag around there.
And I'm gonna be like,
God, I'm doing that word. We're sneaking around.
Yeah, no, and then so I'm gonna be doing this for a little while, like dress like.
Yeah.
First of all, your stance. First of all, and
yes.
you weren't even coordinated, and seriously, and being like, and like most importantly.
Okay, yeah, I get
really,
it.
Again, you thought you could fight me.
I get it. You've earned your inspiration. You've earned it. Now then, with that blast of fire, the sound of a man dying, and with Anon's ranting. What was the kind of what? No. Oh my
We don't
God.
do that. Oh, okay.
Hey, you can find some of that, halfling herb, down south or something. But
Yeah, but we...
you get me a herbalism kit, and then you can roll me one. I think you're proficient.
No, that's Feather.
Feather is the one you go to for the dank herb. Now,
How
yeah,
I also think monks pay attention for so
around the
long.
wagon?
yes. Now, what has happened is that all of the noise and ruckus is stirring the dwarf guard, and I need
Good,
somebody.
I'm calling her over.
I need somebody who wants this to still be stealthy, to sort of, catch her and just be like, "Go to sleep, little dwarf. You have axes to bury."
I'll sing in a dwarf song. I'll do it. I'll go over and just like
What do you sing?
Around the
exactly
wagon.
exactly the song you said.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, yes. So she just like is going, orc brains everywhere.
Back up. Oh, and check around.
Yes, there is a tiny little candle. Well, not a candle, a night light that's being put around, in a gaslit container or some, not a gaslit, but a candle in a cage like thing. So it's all cool.
Is she like in a wagon or in like a separate compartment of a wagon?
She is in. She's kind of been sleeping on the. Where you would sit with your feet dangling over the edge as the wagon would sort of be carrying around? She's sleeping on the sort of porch or the coach seat, as you said.
Okay, so I'll just leave her then. But I will. I'll blow the light out.
Yeah,
I wanna check the wagon
excellent. Yes, you may.
Alright, me as well.
without being disturbed. So I use 2 sorcery points to cast
Oh.
darkness. Then I can see through it myself.
I can't see through normal darkness, but if it's my own darkness, you better fucking believe I can see through that.
I have 120 feet.
Yes. And you only need about 5 of it. Wonderful. No, that's awesome. Yeah, so this wagon is fucking gone into the night, along with any occupants that might have been inside it. You didn't even need to blow out the candle. But yeah, no, this wagon is gone.
And inside that darkness, I start to shake the wagon out.
Wait, you shake the wagon out?
Check the wagon out.
Ah, right. I was going to say. Okay, yes. So,
Checking it out.
make me an
Whatever.
investigation check, please.
That I don't think I'm that great.
You may not be, but it is the check I'd like you to make, please.
Fantastic.
Oh my, yeah, you... Listen, never self-doubt yourself. Never self-doubt yourself, because you made us fucking pull a crit. Also, Feather, are you smacking Bibbity across your wrist?
He gets lonely.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's fine. The mic just picks it up as it happens.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool, dude.
Interesting.
You find a lot of interesting things. Let me just find some information on anything that might be interesting in particular. So, what boxes would you like to check first?
Well, I don't know what boxes there are on the wagon.
Like I said before, 4/7 are boxes that has the mark of Waterdeep, Daggerford, Baldur's Gate, so on and so forth. So, do you want to just basically check marked boxes or unmarked boxes?
Unmarked boxes, I think.
Okay. So, you do this. You do this, fair enough. Yeah. Just getting some information. Okay, so you find a box that has a lot of scrolls to it, or a lot of paper-like scrolls. You inspect them, and you can tell that these aren't so much scrolls. These are in fact works of art. And with a crit investigation, you know that each work of art, no more bigger than like a rolled up map, is about 50 gold pieces each.
So, kinda more loot.
Yes, but this one has been set aside for these fragile pieces of parchment, which all do have, stuff to them. Also, between it, there are some spell scrolls.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the...
Take him.
Well, let's see.
Nick him.
What the hell? Okay. What level spellcasters are you, Gay? You guys are level 3, aren't you?
I'm 1, because I don't have second level spells yet.
Right, yes. Oh, paladins. Anyway, no, that's fine. So, the scrolls. There is one scroll of Revivify. There is then...
Well,
yes.
Could have used that 2 sessions ago.
I picked that one.
Yeah. Nice. There is a 4th level spell that says Mordecai's Faithful Hound.
Ooh.
And then
Mordekainen.
yeah, okay, Mordekainen. All right. Fuck me over with your
Respect
OCD.
The OGs.
Fair enough. I actually don't know much about these dudes, so it's interesting. I do love.
8 or something like that.
I need people. I need a wizard that really wants to make their own spells, so that they can name it all after themselves. Because that's pretty awesome for me. I won't lie.
Wiggly's magnificent worm. 9th level spell.
Oh my god, that
Wow.
is
You don't even want to know what it summons.
you know what it summoned, Shiera? It summoned Zaron Treshin.
Oh Jesus, his giant cock.
Yeah, there we go.
Jesus Christ.
No, it summons a Dune Sandworm. What are you guys thinking?
Can't.
Ah.
I'm thinking of cock. It's always on the line.
Okay,
Can't help it.
there is also one more spell, and it says, well, I'm just trying to get the right spell, because I know a variety of this does the same thing, but it is basically it's a planar shift.
Ooh.
So I want to share this just for the interest of others, and it doesn't need its money cost, as it all comes from the scroll. You and up to 8 willing creatures who link hands in a circle are transported to a different plane of existence. You can specify a target destination in general terms, such as a city of brass on the elemental plane of fire, or the palace of Dispater on the second level of the 9 hells. Dispater. And you appear in or near that location, based on the DM's discretion. Alternatively, if you know the sigil sequence of a teleportation circle on another plane of existence, this spell can take you to that circle. So, if you know your like teleportation spot, and you know the plane of existence you want to be at, you can go there. Or you could just blindly go to anywhere in the multiverse, if you know what plane it's on.
It's a really good spell.
Yeah.
It's like a 7th level.
I grabbed those 3 scrolls.
Yes, wonderful. It is a 7th level spell. It's pretty serious business. What the fuck they're doing with it? Ooh.
I know, right? Right, guys, let's go on a holiday to Elysium.
Yeah, fuck the Dragon Cult. You know, world can die. We'll just have
Your Elysium has the best medical care.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of robots too, or clockwork mechanism things.
No, that's the one. That's the one below it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, go on.
was that what I found?
Yeah.
Something that really pointed them out as dragon cultists.
Well, aside from the works of art that look like they're sort of frayed at the edges, which give you the impression they've been torn from their frames, so you're getting the strong impression these were looted as well. However, that was just one box from your crit investigation. Another container happens to be some coffers, and you know, you through one mean or another, you will pick this coffer open, and I'll just get some information out. So there is some notes that says to be sure to pay the smuggler past Waterdeep.
Okay.
Alright, well, I leave those, I don't take anyone.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's awesome. That's all fine. So, anyway, with that being said, I guess we go. Is there anything else you want to do?
There's something I want to do outside when they're done.
Yeah, I think they're pretty done. So, Anon, why don't you go back to your rant?
All right. Well, once I finish winding down for my rant, I'm gonna look at the kneeling androgynous person.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be like, and don't you forget it now. And I'm gonna glare at them, and then I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna yank down their mask.
Yeah. So it's not a mask. It's just a scarf that's like covering their lower face, and when you pull it down, you see that they lack a lower jaw.
Oh.
I'm gonna be like, and I'm not even gonna be shocked by it. I'm gonna be like, and don't be ashamed of yourself, for God's sake.
Wow.
I'm gonna be like, have some pride.
Shit.
Fucking disgusting piece of shit.
Yeah, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna lay a hand on their shoulder and cast Cure Wound.
It's not gonna bring back a lower jaw, but I like the thinking. How would they talk? DM has fucked it up. No.
The scarf has a fake jaw underneath it.
There we go. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yes. But
Alright, so
their eyes sparkle randomly as they're like, really?
Yes, I'm gonna be like, embrace your inner beauty. Do not let what other people think define you. And I'm gonna be like, and for God's sake, clean that up. And then I'm gonna be like, by the way, have you seen my drunken layabout friend? My drunken layabout companion. Trying to find him. That's all I was asking, for God's sake.
Who is this that you're on about?
I was gonna Cyphus. I'm gonna be like,
Oh.
drunken layabout companion. I'm gonna be like, he's off drinking and not doing work. I was tracking him down.
He's not here.
I'm gonna be like, all right, and then I'm gonna be like, again, clean that up, for God's sake. I'm gonna be like, remember,
Feather, I can hear all your breathing.
remember, you are beautiful. And I'm gonna turn and walk away.
Their tongues lolling out as they're just like, oh, lovely. Oh my god. You're not curing up. Listen, what is required is a 6th level heal that regenerates lost body parts.
Yeah, no, it's not. I was mostly healing the damage that I inflicted from the.
Ah, lovely, yes.
That's what that's the reason I was casting Cure Wounds. The fact that she was, or he was, or whoever it was wounded more was more of a side thing.
It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like they have had that done because of a fight. It looks like that is their natural birth defect.
All right.
They have like a tiny lower jaw. Just part of the neck, as it were.
Inbreeding.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
And then once I do that, I'm gonna be like, and then I'm just gonna turn and walk off and be like so put out by the effort I had to expend.
Awesome. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So the guys. Yeah, go on, Leia.
I moved back to our camp and stopped concentrating on the darkness spells, so it goes back to normal around the wagon.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, no problem. You do so, and yeah, Jenna is around as she's just been like going through some of the other wagon bits and pieces, and she's like, "Well, what have you learned?"
Well, I found a big box of more loot, this time lots of art and stuff like that, probably fairly valuable, and some documents and stuff. I couldn't go through all of it, but one document mentioned something to remember to pay the smuggler at Waterdeep.
I know what you meant to say. You meant like past Waterdeep, not at it, but yes, that's all fine.
Yeah, past Waterdeep. Yeah.
Yeah. And she thinks about it, and she's like, "That probably is the Crossroads guy," and she's mentioning this part here, this Y junction, right at the foot of the Sword Mountains, and well, you know from that note where that means that, well, they're not going to stop at Waterdeep. They're going to carry on.
Well, at least some of them. They might split up. We don't know. Some of them will continue to travel past Waterdeep.
No, excellent. But what else did you find? You found a lot of loot, I take it.
It was some art ripped from paintings without the frames in a big box.
Right.
Seems like they are transporting hell of a lot of loot.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get back with Shiera so she can come into the rest of the group. So Shiera.
So it's all about the backswing. You know, that's how you get the most. Oh, hello.
What the fuck?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna barge up, still looking slightly annoyed, and I'm gonna look at Cyphus. I'm gonna be like, those guards are idiots.
Yeah. You murdered them. What?
They tried to attack me, and that was their mistake. That's suicide, sir.
You were supposed to be annoying.
How much more annoying can you be to kill somebody?
Hey, they drew and tried to stab me. And I just showed them the error of their ways. With fire.
Maybe you're too annoying.
Maybe you went too annoying. You went full annoying.
There is no such thing, sir. There is just the appropriate amount of greatness.
Then you're too great. Let's just go. Yeah, let's just go. I'll just pat him on the back and move him along.
What? I did exactly what I set out to do. Create a distraction. It's not my fault if you people can't handle the distractions I create.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even there, and bloody hell.
One day I'm going to have 9th level spells, and my distraction is going to be to summon a giant monster. You'd be like, hey, distract those guards, and I will summon, like, Godzilla. You'll be like,
Hey,
dude, I meant talk to them.
listen. You
I'm
have
like, well,
you
they're
have the
distracted,
planar
they're
shift scroll.
consumed.
Listen, you have the planar shift scroll. I say, do a planar shift to Earth, Tokyo, and then just say, listen, Godzilla, rah! Let's make a contract. Okay.
You're goddamn right.
Whatever you say, Arnold might be kind of douchebag, but he did really manage to occupy the guard, so he did what he was told.
Yeah, and then I really inspired the one that survived. I think they'll really turn their life around.
I mean, they didn't even notice that something was going on at the wagon. I had kind of free pass to their wagon.
That is true.
I don't think you can distract people much more than he distracted them.
That's true. I mean, we'll find out in a couple minutes when she reports that Buddy died.
So do you want to go back to my good self, or?
Oh yes, what were you up to?
Is there any more? I mean, so what? We found out what they're transporting.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I thought Luke was doing something. Yes. Okay, carry on. What are you doing? What did you find? Sorry.
Well, we found their loot. Apparently
Okay.
from numerous settlements, a bunch of gold, gems, and like the stuff we found in that dragon hatchery. Then there's, I didn't check all the boxes, but it's pretty certain that they're going to be transporting loot. Liar found that they're going past Waterdeep.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I found more loot too.
And more loot. So it's
What
in
did you
numerous. He found spells. Spell
Oh.
scrolls.
That you don't know yet. I haven't told anything about that.
Never mind.
I mean, yeah, fair
don't
play.
know.
Do you want to
Haven't
keep
told
this to
anyone.
yourself, Liar?
Well,
No.
not. I will share them with the group, but I'm waiting till we are totally alone.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Not to know.
Yeah, fair play.
Well, that all sounds pretty interesting. I found out some shit.
Oh.
So you know that demon that you released, Cyphus, which was all on you.
Embarrassingly rubbing the back of his head. Maybe?
Mhm. Yes. Well, because you made me put that blood in the
oh, there is a booming voice of God that says, bullshit.
because you forced me, my delicate little self, to do that.
A
Because
nearby turtle just starts laughing.
Yes, on your podium, on your loose show Dragon Ball Nimbus Cloud podium, watching all over this, you have a good chuckle and explode. and reform because you're in the afterlife.
Yeah, then a thunder crack comes through the fucking cloud and explodes it.
And strike Shiera. Perfect thinking. I like what you're thinking. Give me a deck saving throw.
Oh, come off it. So yes, it turns out that the demon that you summoned is a Marilith, who is on the hunt to kill a lot of drow.
Nothing to worry about that.
No, nothing really to worry about at the moment. But every time I get angered, or whatever, that thing will then be compelled to have to kill the person I'm angered over. I'm only saying this to Cyphus, by the way. I'm not saying to like Anon or whatever.
Okay.
Or just Cyphus and Feather.
Yeah.
Should have said that before.
That's fine.
So yes, and so it gets distracted, then has more hatred for me. So it's kind of like a lose-lose, if you say, and it also zaps away some of my life force every time it does it. Furthermore, as long as I have the curse, I cannot physically kill it because it will then just take my force and then whatever. So we have to beat this thing, but we have to think smart.
Can't just remove the curse.
We probably can do that, yes.
Next level.
Maybe. We will see if that will work. It does feel like very old magic, though. And as Aslan said, nothing can beat old magic.
Look,
Listen.
the lion isn't here in camp.
Dude, we can make it happen. But hey,
Damn it.
so long as if a person dies in a traitor's place, then the stone table will crack and hatred itself will be reversed.
Exactly. Now we
Yes.
can't let this stone table crack. So,
Oh,
Three things.
now I'm gonna be thinking about the stats of an Aslan now.
You keep being super nice and not angry. You keep that up because that seems like we're gonna need that to happen.
I'll
Two.
try.
I didn't force you to do shit. I didn't say shit.
An argument over semantics with the person who can't get angry. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's, yes. Oh, Jesus, someone just screamed in the other room.
Oh my god. That I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Weird.
Look. Who cursed who accidentally is just, semantics at this point.
Yes.
So, we'll just say you did it. Not necessarily on purpose, but let's just say it for some.
I did release it, but
Yeah,
it drew
exactly.
to you
Well,
because you put your blood in there. I
excuse
was
me,
gonna put my blood in there.
are you arguing with a lady?
Be more ladylike, and I will not argue with you.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, sir. That is the patriarchal conventions I do not want to adhere by. So you can sit the fuck down.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
I'm not being angry. I'm just like
You
being
used a
sarcastic.
swear. That's pretty
Oh, come
angry.
off. I sweat all the time, and I'm not getting angry.
The DC is very low.
She said,
You pass.
inspiration.
You pass. Don't worry. The DC was very low.
Jesus. Look.
Listen.
I felt something just then creep inside of my head, Mr. Lovely person. So I need to try and be very nice.
I'm just laughing. Just like,
So you bastard not
Oh.
else you will
this-
die from the 6-armed snake demon who will kill you in an instant. Do you understand?
6? I thought it was 4.
No, it's
pretty
6.
sure it's 6?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I'm positive Will knows how many arms the Marilith has and how many times it can jack him off once a day.
Well, I've never thought that.
I have thought it, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Wait, maybe
Okay.
you should be.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
gonna throw that out there.
Listen, I'm your DM. Don't you judge me.
Well,
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying maybe you
I
should
am.
judge yourself.
That's a good line. That's a good line. Carry on.
That was good. All right, I was just testing you. Okay, well, yeah. Can we kill them now? I don't think there's much left for us to do. Maybe we should wait till we get to Waterdeep. I don't think killing them and maybe leaving some of them alive would be good.
Well,
Maybe if
I
we
got
try
to
and
start on killing them.
if we try to kill them in Jesus Christ, if we try to kill
it
them
is 6
when
hours. Oh.
yeah, if we try to kill them while we're in Waterdeep, isn't there like guards and shit which will stop us from doing that?
yeah, there's guards there. They don't like when bloodshed happens on home turf that's meant to be safe for the nobles and whatnot.
Well, let's wait till we get closer to Waterdeep. We're kind of, I don't know, like a day or two away.
What we really need to do is we need to get to Waterdeep, and then when they break off to go whatever direction they go, we follow them. Then once we follow them, figure out where they're going, then we kill them.
Now you're thinking with your noodle.
That is a good plan. I'm gonna go.
And then
up
we can
to-
walk into camp with the treasure, deliver it,
Ooh.
find out who's in charge, and then murder them. And
That
so
sounds
on and
amazing.
so forth.
I'm liking the
Nice.
brains on this cleric.
Hey, my +1 int bonus gotta go somewhere.
Wow, not a dumped stat either. Nice.
Good. So, Mr. Anon, I hereby promote you to above Scythe. Well done.
Where I belong.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
And so
Okay.
when we finish all these conversations and everything, I want to go to, let's say, the bird guy and his cart, because it's still at night.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna- You know how, like...
She's
on,
asleep.
Yeah, I know. You know how, like, on carts and horses and that, the horses are strapped to the carts, like, and then they go onto a bit, and there's, like, a metal rod which keeps the cart and the horses all together.
Yes.
I want to take that metal rod out,
Okay.
and I want to just pocket it and save it for later.
I think you have a planned motive here, and I kind of like it, and I see
It's
what
not out of hatred either.
yeah.
Out of cunning.
I know it's out of cunning. I think I get where you're going, and I like it.
If you take me away from my planning, I swear to God, I'll just kill myself.
No, I'm not gonna punish you for being smart with your own curse. No.
Cool.
So Jenna is like, with this, and she's just like, no, that's great. We it's important that I know where these guys are heading off to, so I can.
Jesus, I didn't see you down there. Fuck. Jesus Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. Bloody hell.
She has her hands in her pockets, so she's like, I'm small and I sneak around. It's what I do.
I was also here the whole time.
Yeah.
I was here the whole time. You guys just forgot I was here.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay. I got to
We need
listen to
we need
most
to
of the things you
fit a bell on
planned.
you or something.
Try
We
it.
need to get you a bell. Yeah, bloody hell.
I'll stab your eyes out before I take a bell.
And I will hug you to death as well. Anyway, I've got
Because
something.
she's a snake. It's funny.
Yeah, I've got something to do, so I'll be right back, and then that's where I'm gonna go grab that railroad spike kind of thing.
You are given no difficulty to this. You take that rod out with no difficulty, and for everything that's visible outside, everything looks perfectly lined up still. It's only until the horses are going to move that it's all going to
Yep.
go off.
Yep.
The night goes, you guys rest, the following morning comes. During some part of the night, around your group, lacking Jenna, there's a golden stag sleeping between you all.
Oh my Jesus, fuck.
No, there isn't.
Oh, it's nuzzling ciphers, of course.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, it
I'm gonna
is.
go to Cyphus and just like poke him away.
Golden stag back.
No, it's not.
Hey, Cyphus.
Fuck. Oh,
Ciphers, you're...
When did you? I think you must have called a booty call in the night.
Yeah, Ciphers, you wake up on this very warm, pillowy, like, rug. It's very nice. You're putting your fingers through it. It's very luxurious, like fur, and and
know
it's,
what's
it's kind of
happening.
it's kind of warm in that fur. You're wondering the last time you brought Yeah, you
I
cut.
have my cloak of billowing around me.
Yeah, you hug
Somehow the
that.
stag's got underneath.
You hug that warm stag's belly. You know, in the fetal position. Yeah, just like one of its like hind legs over your shoulders, awkwardly. But yeah, it's there. It's still sleeping. Is this a serious declaration right now?
No,
Okay, just want to check.
that's what I'm dreaming about.
Okay, but yeah, you know exactly who else could this golden stag be?
Hey, look, your boyfriend's come back.
Going to kill all of you.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't worry, there's a demon after me. You don't have to do it.
I'll let you kill yourself.
Cracking. What the fuck? Why is there so much screaming?
I
Either they're having the best sex, or he's beating her up. I'm not sure.
Or-
Then you should either get in on that or
Yeah.
stop that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
The
you had something you hated about them, and the Marilifs come and torture them.
No, not again.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay, so. Oh, it's the stag and Cyphus. That's what it is. Okay, so carry on.
Can't we ask sew off the horns of the stag, paint it brown, and put on blinkers on its head? Then it looks like a horse.
Did you say bling?
No blinkers, you know, like when they have a.
Ah, yes. You could
Oh,
do that.
So I told the topic. In Swedish, sätt på en skygglapp. That means to put on a blinker on the horse.
Wow.
Instead, sätta på en skygglapp. Then it suddenly means to fuck the shy Lapland.
Wow, that is.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And knowing makes it even more confusing.
Yeah. Wow, fantastic. Okay. So, I'm stumped. How do you want to get rid of these like golden antlers?
I might just make that an actual declaration then.
Well,
I don't know if we should do it. That's just an idea Liar has. Sew off the horns and paint it brown and pretend it's a horse.
there's no horse with horns. You can.
If you sew them off, you can't see them that well.
So it's
Isn't
followed us
it-
from Daggerford.
Isn't its fur also gold?
Yes, luxuriously wonderful
Yeah,
gold.
Paint it brown.
Okay, absolutely fine with a plan. What painter's tools do you have on you?
So, Heather does.
Who does?
We don't have
Feather has painter's tools, don't it?
No, I don't.
Oh.
his weaver's tools.
And why are you even here?
So we can put blood in the fur, see if it.
That's a good point. There's plenty of blood outside next to that corpse.
Oh, mud.
You thought a blood crimson red deer
No, just like
masquerading as a horse was a better idea.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, we could just like tarp it up again.
Jerry, how much do you hate this deer?
Not very much, actually. It's kind of endearing. I'm here all week, guys. Hopefully.
Or we should wait a level until someone have cured with the curse. Then we can cast it every day. And keep her. Then we can trade her around the group. Then we have something to do on the evenings.
Jesus.
Wow.
Look, I think we should just take Cyphus' boy girlfriend with us, to be fair.
She obviously must want to come along as she's travelled all the way from Daggerford to, be with you guys.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. I will not watch out for it or anything.
I'll take care of it.
Aww. Feather's just
I'll
the
take
best.
care of it.
I won't.
She's
They can both take care of it.
Never mind, so when we get to Waterdeep, I need to find this nice plant that Monk Gyatso used to smoke in order to help him with his anger issues. I think it will help.
I will help you look for that plant.
Oh my god.
As soon as she hears that, she just looks up dead at Feather and like, yes.
Wonderful. Also, the stag also looks up and is like, ooh.
No.
It wants some of that herb.
Yes, you can have Cypher's herb.
What?
Yes, it doesn't even make sense.
Okay, so you top her up again as you had before. All the while, it keeps very close to Cyphus, often bumping against you as you kind of try to travel along. It always keeps as close to you as it can, Cyphus.
Okay.
Oh,
Just ignoring it.
You give it the cold shoulder. Yeah, so
It's a one-night stand, baby.
so over the course of 2 days, you slowly break this deer's heart, as it just gets more and more like head down, trudging along sadly. As
I just whisper into his ear, I'm like, he's just playing hard to get,
it's their ears pick up as
he's a little bit shy,
Yes, just keep at it. I'm sure it'll be amazing when you get there.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
A little nudge. I'll give her a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Excellent. Wonderful. You restore her faith in seducing Cyphus. And every morning, Cyphus, despite your best efforts, you eventually either have no sleep or you wake up with a golden stag somewhere on your person.
We try and make it like a horse.
Okay. But at this stage, however, the wagon stops as
Whoa!
whoa, Nebessi, whoa, and it happens to be during one of the mornings, rather, the third morning after you pilfered through some of the caravan cargo and stuff. Not so far away from Waterdeep at this point. However, one of the firm, dour-looking people who has kept to themselves to a point you believe might be a cultist comes forward and says, "One of my allies has been killed, and I blame those 5.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah.
Basically,
He rushed us.
he brings a commotion as he just tells people firstly he takes a stab at Yantees, making sure to bring it fully clear that Yantees are the most untrustable race, only second to the Drow themselves, and how one should ever be entrusted around this camp, God only knows how. And he demands.
I'm a Yanti. I have my veil on. He
Yeah.
probably knows I'm a Yanti, though.
Yes.
I've probably taken off at some point, and he's like, snake.
Shetty. Yes.
Yeah.
Do I know the name of this guy?
You don't.
Oh, wait. Let me ask you a question. So he's stirring up a crowd?
Yes, he is. And he is demanding that
I
you
will
guys
walk
show
up to-
your weapons so
I'm
that
gonna
they
walk
can be
up to the
checked.
crowd and cast calm emotions.
Alright, so the crowd go from gasp, oh la la, dead people to interesting. What do you think, Joffrey? Interesting. What do you think, Mildred? I'd be interested to see where this goes. I mean, they are newcomers, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah, so basically, like they're not angry or upset at us, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, they become
So
a
it's
neutral
not-
jury. Yes, they have become a purely logical jury. And so, oh my god, we are not having Toru here.
Please do.
No,
No.
you have a shady lawyer around here. However, he will present the body of his dead colleague, and he demands that your equipment be searched.
Shiera just says, gasp!
First of all, that man was killed by 2 lasers drilling through his chest.
Yeah.
So I don't
No.
know what equipment they think we have.
No, this is not the guy that you burnt to crisp. This is somebody else.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go up to him. Alright, what was he killed by then?
He,
What is his wounds?
well, you can see the stab wounds, and they are kind of neatly put apart to a point that they're easily to be tested, and he demands that you bring forth your weapons so that the killer can be found between you
Turn my
all.
greatsword out and stab it into the ground. I don't stab with this. I
Yeah.
cleave.
No, it's not your great sword.
I pull my long sword and my flail out and be like, what can I do with these? I've barely even used this sword yet. Even when we were fighting trolls, and I probably should have done, but someone forgot about it.
Yeah. Stupid that person.
Someone forgot some lay on hands as well, but let's not bring that up.
I look at that guy a little bit,
Yeah.
You know, look
And-
at the guy.
I look at him, and I say, "Oh, is that you, Roger? Why are you with the bashing on drows? I know but the grandmother was half drow."
Gas!
No, the crowd is like all neutral, so they're like, "Oh well, that seems illogical, don't you think, Mildred?" And Mildred to Joffrey is saying, "Well, yeah, I mean, you'd think if he was half drow, you would see it on his person more. Now, Mildred, don't lose your rag over this."
You know,
Only a quarter draft.
grandmother was half drow. He's not half drow, but he has drow blood
He's an eighth
running
round.
in his veins.
And he's just like, "All right, you who would think that I'm anyway drow related, despite obviously being nothing but purebred human, bring forth your weapons."
I don't know. I'm gonna squint at him and I'm gonna be like, I don't know. You got a little drow right around there in your face.
He make me a persuasion check.
Hold on.
What, me or...
No, Anon.
Oh, no. See, now I suck.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You have it?
Blow in the inspiration. 19.
All right. He's like, he goes quiet for a moment, and then he's just like, "Where my face?"
And I'm gonna be like, it's the bone structure. It's very, it is elven, but it's got a very drow flavor. You can tell by the cheekbones.
You are pretty ugly.
He's not.
Yeah, I did grow up with him, and so I know him from childhood.
Yeah. And
You
I'm-
did
and
not
I'm
grow
going to
up
be
with
close,
me.
I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna say some things in elven, and I'm gonna be like about that's what they call the lilt that's right there, like the angle that the bone sits at. You probably haven't heard of it before. It's
Oh, you get inspiration again just for your bullshit, but also he's just like right back at you, Lucian. No, liar rather, sorry. And he says, "I am not half drow. I'm not quarter drow. I'm not an eighth drow. I'm not a 16th drow. I'm not a second 12th. And we did not live together.
Yes.
Now
you
stop
are.
dancing around the subject and show your weapons.
I have a normal short sword.
Bring it forward."
I-
And he like the crowd are a little bit interested now, and he's like, "Bring it forth to my dead ally. Prove that it wasn't you. If the stab wounds are different, it can't have been you."
Well,
Want
even
us to
if
stab
they,
his dead body.
I
You sick
hand him my short sword and says, "Yeah, what does it prove if it's similar with the wound? I mean, there are probably hundreds of short swords in this caravan. How can you prove that it was mine?"
I mean, while you're saying all that,
And
he
what-
lines it
that's
up to like one of the puncture wounds, and he says, to the crowd, "It's a perfect match."
Who is this guy?
This,
is it?
you think it might be he might be a cultist.
How many other cultists are around him right now?
You think you can spot 5 to 6 others mingled in, but behind the sort of gathering, just milling about quietly, watching and observing.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to Typhus and just whisper to him and say, Hey, look, I know we were waiting until Waterdeep, but
Oh, I already got you.
yeah,
You
you
want to
got
see
me?
how we kill people, friend?
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Grab my great sword and swing for his head.
As he does this, I'll swing my flail at his legs.
So you're going to attack this dude.
I'm just swinging at him. Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that stupid? Now we kind of just said, yes, we killed your guy, but we...
No, I told him to the
Bye.
crowd. I said, "You want to know how we kill people?" And then someone do it.
I just need to think about how this all goes down. Okay, so no, it's cool. It's
Maybe
cool.
to decapitate.
You guys are coming forward and looking ready to kill people and to start being disliked by the whole caravan, and then going to be like kicked out for publicly killing one of the accusers. And in a defense of a criminal, you kill him back, and this whole game doubles. As Baba Joss steps forward and he goes, No, we've
Okay,
already
alright,
gone
so
through
I'll-
this.
I'll backtrack, and this will be as Shiera's whispering to me. Okay, never mind. I
Yeah,
won't do any
this
of
was
that.
in your head. This was all in your head.
Yes, this is you play it all out, and you play the bloody carnage of all these merchants and people desperately run for your lives as the bloodlust is just too much in your
See,
face.
I really wish I had Zone of Truth memorized because I would totally throw that right now.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie.
But no.
So what's happened? Are you attacking him, or...
No.
No, I'm not tagging because he doesn't want me to.
I'm highly recommending it as your DM that you don't want to go down this road.
I mean,
to,
that would...
I
Attacking
do,
him
but
now,
I'll take the
it's
recommendation.
Attacking me now would be pretty much to scream out, yes, we killed him, but
Yeah.
we don't want to admit it.
Yep.
Uh,
And you didn't even kill this guy. I can tell you have not killed this guy.
No,
We haven't stabbed anyone. We've only annihilated him with lasers. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
I look at
Yeah,
him
that's
and-
completely different.
I mean, yes, you showed that he's been stabbed by a weapon similar to my short sword. You have hundreds of short swords that look the same. My short sword is a generic short sword.
I can tell that was a tongue twister to say, so well done to you. He's just like, it's a perfect match. But before like that can go around in a circle again, as Bara Joss says as he steps up that, step off, it couldn't have been any of my guys. And the crowd, of course, being of calmly emotions, will go, oh, he's a bit shady. How long has he been here for? I don't know, he doesn't come out to say much to us. And he just basically says, they were in my company last night. They were taking care of a few errands for me. I can vouch that they weren't getting in the way. However, I would like to mention that these guys, they wouldn't mean you any harm. I can tell you, when the trolls had got you ambushed, it was thanks to their friendship and their sacrifice, including some casting of my own, that you all get to live today. Now, why would they have a need to kill one of these people now? Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is that?
Okay, Feather. Okay, what is he? Do you have the stats for what this Wand of Smiles does?
Yeah, it just makes him smile.
Does he make a Wisdom saving throw?
me pull up the Xandos guide.
Yeah, please do.
It's like a DC of like, I don't know, like 13, and if it fails
Yeah.
a certain number of
I
times,
think
it
it's a
turns
DC
into a
of
wand.
10, which is really low. DC
Yeah,
13, yeah, charisma.
If you use 3 in a day, you have to roll d20, and if it gets below half, it becomes a wall of scalps.
DC 13, charisma save.
Okay, charisma. Wonderful.
If he passes, he doesn't have to smile.
Hi, charisma saving throw. Okay. He fails and smiles as you strike him up, and he's just like, "Why the hell am I smiling?
I'd
What?
like to,
Why the hell?"
Why are you smiling?
I don't
If
know.
this was really your friend, your compatriot, why would you be smiling about his murder?
He's dumbfounded. What is that wand you brought out for? We've all seen you cast it. What have you done to me?
This is
Oh
a-
God!
It's a stick I found on
That's
the road.
not the one.
I don't cast.
Look at him and his mouth. That's his toothpick, not the wound.
Oh my God! Could you say that again, liar? What did you say?
That's his toothpick, not his wand, because look at the size of his mouth.
No, it's a toothpick, not the wound.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, roll me.
He used it to pick his tooth.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Me.
Yeah.
All right. But now I will probably
You have advantage.
fail.
Roll that persuasion, man. Oh wow.
You'll have to click it for him, Luke.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I was distracted by the fucking Batman. Wow. Okay. Do go to liar. Do. Where is he? Boop. There he is. Gonna go to his persuasion. Boop. Okay, so as we can see,
It doesn't work for me. I must have
you'll figure it out.
reloaded my.
Maybe. However, you did a 22 and a 20, so the crowd is like, well, they're calm, so they're like, yes, that is rather disturbing, Joffrey. Oh, I agree, Mildred. A man should not be smiling over his dead friend. That's completely wrong. And the other one is like, isn't it weird that a toothpick should come out now of all times? And the other two are like, yes, that is a bit weird. However, that's not the crux of the issue here. You know, Franklin, you gotta remember that we're dealing with a murder here, and toothpicks and smiles are all evidence against and for people, you know? Anyway, yes, this is all very bizarre. Wow, this is really taking a turn of the weird.
Hey, you wouldn't let me murder him, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
I
is
use my-
better. This is better.
I use the cantrip message and message a telepathic message to Feather. Use the damn wand as a toothpick and show them.
Use the man as a toothpick.
Use the wand as a toothpick
Wand
and
as
show
a
him.
toothpick.
Okay. Go ahead, Feather.
While he's doing this, I'll just be like, look, I think we should all just calm down, carry on going. Look, it is obviously a mistake.
Okay.
So we really should find out who killed that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Hey,
very disturbing.
Feather.
Okay.
Feather.
I'm smiling. Yeah.
I'm so glad you made that check, because I was gonna tell you to do it.
Fabulous.
You're smiling a crocodile grin as you're picking your teeth. Also, I'm gonna roll a D100. Because
If he rolls a 72, Lou's show explodes.
He's
I was off by
dead.
6.
Rest in peace.
I was off.
Pieces.
I was off.
Explodes in his grave.
I was off by 61. I was off by 11. Oh.
Lou's show gets yamchured, and then
Yep. Ooh.
He did get yammed.
Anyway,
That's sad.
that's fine. So, as Bara being the guy who may have an idea about how to salvage this, he just says that I would say that maybe we should be checking this smiling idiot's possessions, see if maybe the word or weapon wasn't done by him. It's not uncommon for the assailant to often leave their stuff nearby and to then try to put blame on the others so they walk free. It's not beyond unreasonable. And at that, the like smiling guard, or the smiling cultist, is looking around, panicked, and it's not a pretty looking expression, as he's just like, fine, whatever. He was a good friend of mine, but I'm dealing with impossible idiots, and I'm so weirded out that I'm smiling right now.
Can I make an insight check to see if he really was a good friend?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Another thing.
He was a
what
good
weapon-
friend.
Does he have a short sword, this guy? The smiling guy?
He is not armed at the moment.
Oh, alright.
Also, he's not freaked out at all because he's very calm.
He is not calm. I mean,
Did he beat a saving throw? Then he's calm.
okay, the NPCs didn't make one. I guess I'll give him a. Is it considered being charmed?
No, it is not.
You sure?
Yes, because it suppresses charming effects.
Okay, well, charisma saving throw. He's gonna fucking nat 1, and he is going to be the most chill, smiling accuser. He is going to be, midway through this, looking as though he has just taken weed. He's taken crack, heroin.
The biggest hit he could possibly.
Yes, he took he took it straight to the head. Yeah, he is conked out as he's just like, you know what? These things happen. Can't help it out anymore. We'll bury him, but
These things happen. My friend just died. These things happen.
when you nat 1 a calm emotion spell, these things happen. So he's just like, I overreacted. These people, I jumped to conclusions just because I didn't like them. It's bad, I know. I'm sorry, guys. And the crowd is just like, yeah, well, it seems fair, yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, I understand emotions run high, and if there's anything we can do,
There is no emotion running high anymore. There is no high
I
emotion.
know, I'm just using the saying.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, and if there's anything we can do to help, feel free to let us know. Sorry for your loss.
They're just like,
We'll give your friend a good send-off.
he's just like, it's fine. You know, he did everything he wanted to do. He punched a sea turtle once. I remember, back when we were last in
curses him
Waterdeep.
from the grave.
I remember back when we were in Waterdeep,
Lightning just strikes the body.
Listen, if you want to talk about the powers you have as a Deadly show, we'll get into that another day. But he's just like, he always told me that when he was a little kid, a sea turtle nipped him on his toe, and he said, one day, I'll get back at those turtles. And he did. He went out to the Waterdeep Bay. He went for a dip, which of course the harbour master wasn't a fan of, and he found the nearest turtle, and he slapped his cock over its face. And ever since then, he's just been a much easier going friend.
I wonder how that...
Your very strange friend lived his dream, and that's the important part.
I don't see how that is like having one up over a turtle if it like a turtle has no real cognitive functions and he just slapped a cock over it.
Yeah, that was his way,
Does he have something wrong with him?
Well, he does
Not
now because
anymore.
he's dead. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
he died as he lived, fulfilled.
Yes. Yeah.
What a weird man.
Well, anyway, I'm just gonna sit here. Think.
Can I? Oh, sorry, go on.
He just sits down. He's just like, whew, it's nice weather today.
Anyway, we should probably get going, no?
He's dangerously calm. His heart rate could stop. He's so fucking calm.
His heart could just stop because
Just
he
die.
stopped.
Yes.
What does it matter?
By the way, what happened with the car? The bird guy's car?
Oh, so after all this is dealt with, the morning, finally, He tries to set off. He's so fucking calm. Has no paranoia to check his cart over. And the cart starts, and he gets the reins. He urges his horses to start moving. They do so. The latchings and the bridles of the horses all comes apart. The reins drag him out of his seat. The carts, the bit where you took the bar off, finally it doesn't flop down actually. But he is just going to be pulled out by the horses. As he's going out, you hear a sudden, oh dear, as they go face first into where the bar would otherwise be. His face and his forehead upwards smacks into the wooden bar, and he falls with a deathly thud, a dull thud.
Is he dead?
Maybe.
I'm gonna go check on him.
See, who needs demons to do your killing?
When you put your hand over his forehead, it's like poking at an eggshell, where the inner membrane is still holding the shell bits together.
Is he breathing?
He's drooling.
Oh shit! I may have just brain deaded a guy.
All right, I'm gonna throw a cure wounds on him.
Just let him die.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's a cure wounds. Yeah.
The world of magic and dragons, brain tumors still exist.
Yeah, they do. They require the greater restorations and the heals and the sixth level up stuff. But you do that, and the eggshells just make a kind of sound as they just snap back into his forehead. However, he kind of has a crossed eye now.
Hello?
I'm gonna be like, sir, are you alright, sir? You appear to have had a mishap.
Mishap, have I?
Yeah, something was wrong with your cart, appears.
He looks around as he's really dizzy. His hands are slack either side of his his body as he's am I who?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
What have you done?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, sir, maybe you should lie down for a little bit.
Sleepy, am I?
Well, seems like you almost made a vegetable out of it. Do we have any vegetarians here? Then they have a meal.
That sounds amazing.
Maybe he likes vegetables.
No, yeah,
yeah. Does this guy have anyone working for him? Or with him?
No, he's completely alone.
Who is this? Is this the guy who was accusing us?
No, this was a bird person, apparently.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
As well, I feel really bad. Sure doesn't care.
Well done.
I'm gonna get him as set up as I can.
So...
Okay, look,
and try and is there anyone... Because it's he's not my responsibility, but I want to make sure he's in a decent enough shape.
With the calm emotions going on with people, they're all just I'd rather not have him if that's fine with you.
Look. Okay, let's strap him to a horse. As soon as we get to Waterdeep, we'll just give him to a surgeon or a medicine man.
Or we can just sell him,
Or that. Well, I mean, he has now, he's got birds now that he isn't going to be able to sell, so I think we should take over his business. No? Yes? Cool.
Because everyone's so fucking chill that it's yeah, sounds like a good idea. Natural succession. I'm sure he would appreciate.
Oh, here is the problem. The bar fell out.
I'm gonna be shoddy craftsmanship. That's the issue.
Yes. Now just stick it back in with all the horses.
Yeah, you bring the horses back, and he's kind of he kind of is just business. Can I keep?
When you get better, yes.
He kind of
we're gonna get you to Waterdeep, friend, and then
he keeps
we'll
looking around at different people So when Shiera talks, he looks at Feather, and when like Anon talks, he looks at Lyre and all that jazz.
Hey Feather, help me tie him to this horse, and then like saddle him, like straddle him over the horse and tie him onto it.
Sure thing.
He's
Take
just
care of him while he's still inebriated or fucked up.
yeah. When you put him on there, he's kind of like, ooh, horsey, horse, horsey.
Can I make a medicine check, see if I can help him out?
Certainly, yes.
I have a healer's kit if you need it.
Whoa, wonderful. So, although you've decided to strap him to a horse rather than let his head be kept at a, reclined position, well, I guess it's sort of reclined. You don't just rest him in his own wagon.
Just put it in the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put him in the wagon.
He's just there as he's sort of like, all the pretty fairies. Oh, tingle, tingle, little fairy.
Oh, fuck you.
He's just like...
Right. This is the origins of Tingle. If you make that canon, I swear to God, that's amazing.
I assume this was something in the other campaign.
Yeah.
My character's got like an uncle who's just like like obsessed with pixies, and his name's Tingle. And he's just a bit of a madman. So, like, if we get him healed up, like leave him in Waterdeep and he heals up, but he's not completely sane, that's like the origin of Tingle.
Oh my god. Okay.
If you do that will be amazing.
Well, anyway, moving on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's get to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
While we're going though, Bibbidy's going to eat another one of his birds.
Oh yeah, the whole cart is like, he just thinks, he's just like, pretty bird. As like Bibbidi slithers over him, and you just have the whole cart to yourself now.
He's not going to eat all of them because we can sell them.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway.
He'll eat the small ones.
Yeah, no, certainly. So, if I do a quick little check here, the miles drove by as you guys continue on your way towards Waterdeep, and you begin to see it. You begin to see the City of Splendors just over the horizon, glittering next to the sword. No, the Sea of Swords, or I hope it is. Yeah, Sea of Swords.
Yeah.
As there are large ships coming to and fro, following the sword coast, along with several exotic humanoids milling about in there, and coming to and fro with huge ornate doors that welcome visitors to, well, basically the capital of the Sword Coast. And I do not have the suitable, town music. Ah, fuck.
This is alright.
Let's. You know what? This is what you're greeted with at the first place. Once it fucking loads.
Surely you do not wish to sully this establishment with your patronage? If so, I can assure you that's quite impossible. For we only cater to great kings, legendary warriors, and powerful extraplanar beings. Elven Moondew, Orcish Dead King Grog, Dwarf Dragonfire, and Angel's Ambrosia are but some of our vintages that cost more than your lives 1,000-fold.
So that guy's kind of stuck up.
Yeah, that was like one of the kind of like tavern owners here, and you mill your way to one of the wait, hang on. You then make your way to an innkeeper, I guess.
Not quite yet, but we will do eventually. Oh.
Never mind. We'll put that on hold for the time being, as I keep trying to find a fucking can't find it.
Do like idle music. Just type that in to soundburst.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I want capital.
So while we're waiting for this,
Yes.
let's go to our sponsor, Blue Apron.
Whoa. Wow, awesome, Blue Apron.
Please note we are not actually sponsored by Blue Apron.
Oh, please sponsor me, Blue Apron. Absolutely. I mean, I
Totally open to that.
I cook a little more, just a little. Oh, hang on. This is nice. I like this one.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes. No, here we are at the City of Splendors. There is exotic merchandise is being going through. The first thing you see is fish you have never seen before in your life. Various other
this is fish I've never seen before in my life. Sorry, carry on.
I can curse you harder if you fucking like.
I'm already cursed hard.
We can get harder, mate.
I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. So there's exotic fish that eventually ends up being slapped across Shiera's fucking smug face by pure fluke, because it's just being like, you know, she gets in the way. As you guys stroll up with your golden stag hidden to appear like any other like stag-like thing, as you know, you don't look out of place. In fact, liar, you don't look out of place either. There is the occasional dotting of a genocide somewhere amidst these other people milling about.
That's a non.
And
yeah, non's a good answer.
I had no fucking clue. Fuck me.
No, you do.
Now I do. Need that commission. So, fuck me. And on. There's the occasional genocide dotted about. Not all fire, but Waterdeep has it all. If, there are other extraplanar entities that do mill about here. There is all sorts, especially the occasional spotting of some sort of adventuring sort that might have in other ways, like, come around the Sword Coast. And in fact, there is a billboard up ahead of another tavern, said the Yawning Portal.
We'll go there in a bit. I want to sell these birds and get this guy into a hospital.
Awesome.
Does he have anyone he was supposed to be meeting here, or?
Well, yeah.
Hey, did you have anyone you were supposed to be meeting here?
Have someone to meet. Meet to have someone.
Yes.
Street. 5 Nights at Freddy's. FF.
He's turned into an actual 12-year-old, everybody. Minecraft Let's Plays come next.
Hey, at least he's got a practical skill.
Right, okay. Look, I'm just gonna dump him in a monastery, full of clerics that can help him out.
Yeah. So the first thing you're greeted with is actually a monk, not a religious monk, but rather a Sun Soul monk. It is not Thingy from Storm King's Thunder.
No, I don't think it will.
No, but he does say, right, well, can you, I take it that you're having issues with this soul.
Yes, he had a hit on the head, and he's not all here. Oh, by the way, my veil is like full up, by the way.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, he's having trouble like talking and stuff, and I think he might have a bit of brain damage.
It's contagious. Yeah, awesome. So he's like,
And I'm gonna be like, I called the grace of the goddess upon him, but I am not skilled enough to heal such wounds yet.
He just goes, he leans down. He's like, can you say your name for me? And he's just like, name, sparkly, flying about.
His name is Bird Guy.
It is bird person, that is his name.
Birds fly around, flap, 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 fly around. All
He
free.
cannot say his name.
I'm sorry, am I? Forget bird, flap, 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 flap.
That's no problem. Your name is Bird Guy. Your wife is named Flappy. Now you know.
Can you
Okay.
help him out, sir?
Well, we do our best here. We'll certainly do our very best for him. We do our best. And
Thank you.
That's all we can ask for.
and yeah, he's just like, is there anything else we can do for you?
Yes, would you like to buy some bird?
No.
Okay.
No,
Could you,
I'm already doing one charity case here, and I don't want to be
I
charged.
understand.
He gets it, so he's just like, we'll take care of him.
Thank you.
And
You bastard.
he's just like, all right, hold my hand now. And he's just like holding the hand, and he looks around to you, and he's just like, tingle, tingle, bye, 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 tingle, tingle.
Oh, damn it.
And yeah, the place closes up.
Right then. Now we can either go sell some birds and sell this cart and shit, or we could go and drink. What do you think?
Don't you guys have a contact to meet?
Oh shit, we do!
Wonderful. Well
Let's
remembered.
go find him.
Okay,
Where did they say that we could meet him?
that is a good question, Shiera.
Because I was not in the room.
Yeah, you are.
If I was and all involved in any of this, I might know, but unfortunately.
No, Feather was the only one in there.
I need somebody who kept track of the notes, or else you may have literally forgotten. Have you forgotten?
It's literally information I could not possibly know. So.
Hey, maybe Lucio drops a heavenly message on it attached to a lightning bolt.
Yeah, are you at a level yet where you can do divine intervention?
No, divine intervention, I believe, requires level 10.
Yeah.
Okay. There's always hope.
I really want to get to level 10 so I can divine intervention.
I
Well,
think we were supposed to meet Leotian.
So, Feather,
Yes.
you remember that you need to find a what is this? Cook incredible recipes, eat fresher food, expand your culinary repertoire. Blue Apron.
yeah, because we're sponsored by Blue Apron.
Yeah, fucking sponsored by Blue Apron, just like Death Battle, which awesome show by the way. I like that one. I kind of want to get signed up to Blue Apron now. That's what it is. That's the. Oh my god, you've changed your profile picture again. I'm getting too distracted. So, you, Feather, remember you need to find a Harper agent.
That was it, guys. I remember.
They have a big ruby for you.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we just need to find some hopper agent. I don't know. They should look like a monk or something.
We could try the yawning portal.
Hmm.
I wonder why the godly voice would have name dropped that bar if it wasn't for a reason.
Hey, you could always go to the Skank's End.
I'm good. I'd rather go to Netherspoons.
This one to the,
Hey,
nearest king.
we also got Little Sous Chef.
Yeah. And I don't know, Pizza Hut. Let's go to the yawning portal.
No. There isn't a Pizza Hut. Come on now. There's a Pizza Yacht.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Pizza yurt.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Made with fresh yak's milk.
Oh. Don't mind
Cut-
the hairs.
Curdled by the finest yaks into the most beautiful aged cheese. Oh god. Nothing but purebred male yaks.
Let's go to the portal.
Wonderful. So inside the tavern is particularly huge. It's actually tremendously large, as it does come with like 4 levels to it. all of which has various like scaffolding and woodwork done around it. And in the center of this tavern, there is a huge like hole in the floor. It ranges to like something like 30 foot in diameter, and there is no like ballast or railing there, so anybody can like sort of get near and peer over the sides, as it were. And there is also a sort of pulley system attached with a bucket, a large bucket, like a wine curing sort of bucket, that people could step in. And it seems as though there is a business going for being offered a trip down to the bottom of this yawning, well, to the bottom of this pit. Who would like to roll me history on this?
I'll have a go.
I will do that.
Yes, I think Anon is the history for this. I think I'll ask Anon for this. Oh, Anon! Fucking yay! Okay, so
I know everything about this. It's Waterdeep. It's my hometown.
Yes, you fucking do. Yes, you do. This is your hometown. So you know that this used to be a wizard's tower, and what happened is that it sank along with its huge sprawling dungeon, and this hole leads into those ruins. And what you also know is that the notoriable barkeep Durnan was one such man who stumbled into the hole, came up with more loot than a king's ransom, and established this bar all around it. And there may yet be loot hidden within the underdark depths.
Ooh, well, we now have to get into the Underdark now. We'll put a pin in that.
Yes, put a pin in Waterdeep. Actually, hang on.
How deep is that hole?
So deep that your dark vision isn't going to see to the bottom of it.
So, more than 120 feet.
Yes. It's a deep hole.
How deep is the hole?
How deep is your hole?
Oh.
What was that for? What are you giving me shit for? You sassy fucking snake person. It's not quite a pin, but have this rolling pin. Just gonna roll it out over Shiera. Did that really get you?
Yeah.
I'm happy and glad. Hey, get back here, or else I'll skewer you with this fork. This pitchfork.
Go fork yourself.
Yeah. Alright, awesome. So, yeah.
Alright then, so I'll go to Dern and be like, hey,
Yeah.
you alright?
Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Sorry, I don't often get chatted up by the ladies unless they're buying me a drink. But I'm the barkeeper here, so I should be, Do you want to drink something?
I wouldn't mind, thank you.
There we go. Much simpler once I'm doing business. And he'll pour you an ale of his choice. He has a fucking collection. He's got a variety. So there's Blue Magic. There is Old Miss Gruff's Home Brew. There is Ardeep's Forest Finest. Then there is Waterdeep's Liquor. Then there is Wizards of Wine's Winery.
Oh, fuck Barovia.
Yeah. Then there is another Lich's Lifeblood.
I'll have a glass of wine. I've heard that if you drink from the wizards, magic can happen with whoever you're drinking with. Haven't you heard that as well?
Wait, repeat that again for me.
Oh,
Tell me the bullshit you want to employ.
I said, I'll take a glass of the the wine of the wizards, because have you heard that whenever you drink with someone, whilst having that, magic can happen?
Sure. Why not? Whatever floats your boat. And yeah, and yeah, that will be 2 gold from you, Shiera.
Of course, I'll give him 2 gold and a copper piece.
He's just like, okay, and he puts that into his charity box for
that is for the little I don't know, birds or something.
No, that's for the adventurers that are out of employment at the time being.
Oh, okay. So
it also semi-co-funds the I took an arrow to the knee fund.
Of course. So we're here looking for someone. Wait, were they from the Order of the Gauntlet?
No, a Harper agent. So someone of a bardic sort of way.
We're here looking for someone who came in probably in the last week or so, maybe a bit longer. They're the Harper.
Harper, eh? Ooh, those guys are kind of secretive. I don't imagine I'd know much about that.
Oh, come on, you're a barkeep. I'm sure you hear all sorts of stories, no?
Oh, I certainly do.
So I'm sure you would like to tell me them without me having to give you any money.
I'm
gonna sit down next to her and I'm gonna be like, spiced fire wine, and I'm gonna flick him a platinum piece.
He just like comes out with an arm that stretches for that platinum, snaps it down.
Fantastic.
Yes. And he just like,
and I'm gonna be like, and if you could answer the lady's question, I know she's a bit of a pill.
he's just like, I have no idea who this Harper agent could be. Memory isn't that good. Yeah. Make me an insight. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
You need to bribe him.
Come on now, sir. I'm sure you know. I could make it worth your while, maybe.
Yeah, but why would making it worth my while help such a foggy memory? You know, if the random mental loss fund was a bit more topped up, I'm sure I could be helped out.
I just gave you a platinum piece.
I'll give him 5 gold.
He's just like, marvelous. It's coming back to me. Yes, there is a gentleman waiting for you, Shiera. He's somewhere up on the 4th floor.
Wait, how do you know my name?
Because you know the memory. It's foggy. You know,
Another gold.
So I heard it from a friend who knew a friend. That friend's name. It began with an M, began with a E. It may have began with an S.
I'll give him 1 more gold.
He's just like, it's so fucking close.
I'll give him a silver.
He's like, oh my god, it's already on the tongue. It's coming.
Give him another gold.
He's just like, oh yeah, it was Erlenfall. He sent a guy here.
You know, Darnan, are you single? Because you're just an infuriating person.
You know, whether I'm single or not, it's foggy.
I'm just gonna walk away.
He has a chuckle while he pockets his money and his hard-earned coins. Wonderful.
I'll blame you for this further.
Lucio explodes.
Lucio explodes.
No, he has a good fucking laugh. That made his day. That made his day. So
if this wasn't the yawning portal, I would be like, no one ever go to this bar ever again. But because it's the yawning portal, I think that's kind of impossible.
Yeah. So you go up the full flight of 4 stories, as it is fucking high up. You're now at something along the height of 80 feet above, where the table areas have all kind of been done in a semicircle on the back wall of the front entrance, overlooking this huge hole to the center. It's at this point you can see the rigging for, the bucket and dumbwaiter that leads to the most furthest down pits of the yawning portal. And here there are a variety of groups drinking. You see a team of 3 women, all of which seem to be of noble descent. They seem to be having a ladies' night out. On another corner, you can see a collection of halflings and one dwarf and one gnome who seem to be in conversation with a variety of paperwork before them. On another side of the corner, you see one hooded figure smoking a pipe, while in another side of this whole platform, you see 2 half-orcs having an arm wrestle with one another, while another half-orc lady seems to be bored with the whole thing and kind of just like, a half-orc girl, rather, a little lady, and she seems to be peering out over the ledge of the banister as she is kind of looking at the pit with interest.
I'm gonna glance over the room and I'm gonna see the 3 noble ladies. I'm gonna turn away and be like, "Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look."
Hey, look over there.
I know those girls. Don't look. We don't
Okay. Feather. No. Sorry, Anon. Now, how they look is absolutely very becoming. They are stunning works of art. They really are.
That's Rebecca, Sherry, and Lil, and we don't want to get into a conversation with them.
Excuse me.
Never shut up.
Is this it's fucking brilliant? I can only award inspiration once. Is this Sex in the City sort of quoting or something?
No. I'm
Okay.
making shit up as I go along.
No, that's
I'm
brilliant.
Just I'm imagining, since I'm from Waterdeep and I'm a giant douche, I imagine I've dated pretty much every girl in Waterdeep
Nice.
that is vaguely noble and probably offended them on some level, or they've offended me.
As for Laia, we end in like 15 minutes or so. So,
All right.
yes, so, carry on.
I
Oh, so you don't want to talk to these ladies? Oh, Anon!
Let's
Hey, these ladies over here look quite dashing.
One of them turn over as you fucking phone him to the wolves, as they just go... Their mouths open with consternation as once as they like stand up as you hear their chairs creak, and in unison they're just like, "Anon di Ixen in the flesh, back in Waterdeep."
Cyphers is...
They kind of like, for a fact that they aren't a hive mind. They don't have anything magical going on. But they fucking move like a hive mind. They come up and they all look at you in unison, and like one says, "We've been waiting for you to come back. You didn't," and like the second one chimes in, "You never even wrote to us. Not once," juts in the third.
I'm gonna be like, "Little Maxine, look. You know that I didn't want to leave as suddenly as I did."
You get slapped as she says, "My name is Isabella."
Sorry, I was thinking of your sister.
Roll me a D3.
D3?
Yes.
Yeah, /1d3.
Yes. You're slapped by the second one that you say is the sister. She's like, "I'm Maxine, you idiot."
No, I was thinking of other Maxine.
and they just all come back to you as they're like, "What other Maxine?"
Hi, my name is Maxine. How are you doing?
You know other Maxine? Her father is the wine merchant from Baldur's Gate.
They just like all fold their arms.
She wintered here last year.
So I'll leave you with that shitstorm. Laia, who do you want to talk to?
I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't really know what we are doing here, so I just stand in the back and smile as he gets slapped.
You are looking for a Harper agent, a member of a secretive organization.
Yeah, but I don't know how he looks.
You don't, so you may have to ask, or you can
might
just
be
stand
the hooded
back.
gentleman trying to keep a low profile in a corner.
I don't think so.
Nice.
Of course not. That would be silly.
I'll make a perception check then.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. So when he smokes his pipe, you can see the embers glow to reveal his face, and you can see that he is not actually human. He is in fact an elf.
Okay, I'll go sit down next to him and go, hey.
He doesn't turn.
He is.
Yeah, he doesn't turn, but he smokes his pipe more as he goes. Nice of you to come, Shiera.
Nice of you to come too, fuckface.
Why give me that attitude? I've been waiting here for about. It's not Erlenfall. It's not Leozin or Erlenfall. No. But like he's just saying that I was told that your attitude would be rather unbecoming.
Oh, they did miss me.
So what have you learned?
Well, I'm not really the person to tell you what I've learned about them. So, Cyphus, come over here now. Stop laughing on the floor.
Oh God, that was perfect. You found him? Oh,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, and I'm gonna look back to the ladies and I'm gonna be sorry. Hired help is so hard to find.
So yes, he's just going to repeat again. So alright then, what have you learned?
Well, they're transporting loot in several different wagons, presumably from wherever they raided Greenest and every other spot. We don't know for sure. They are meeting a smuggler when they leave Waterdeep. But after that, we don't know, so we might have to trail them for a little further.
Our companion has planted something so we can track them when they leave.
Yeah.
He kind of like taps his pipe to like shuffle its contents around so the embers catch new, fresher bits of herb. As he says, I thought your mission would be done once you retrieve your reward. You intend on pursuing them further then?
Well, it's the dragon cult, isn't it? We have unfinished business.
Is that so?
That is so, yes. Are you fucking deaf?
He's just like sighing as he's like, that is very unfortunate, Shiera.
What?
Well, what with that demon following you around, I imagine it's going to make your life much worse.
Probably, yes.
How do you know about the demon? We only just found out.
How indeed. How indeed.
You Harper agents are fucking mysterious.
Can I
Anyways.
make an insight check?
Yes, you may make a very late insight check.
Because I wanna... Can we both do that?
Yeah. Something's not right here. Something's not right here.
You're here as well, right? You do one.
Don't worry. Something is not right here. So he just like very calmly continues to say, Shiera,
Man.
your actions have caused me and my family a lot of trouble.
Is he a drow?
Maybe pull up the hood.
Why don't you pull down your hood?
I'm not going to show my identity here. What's more, you're not probably going to live much longer here. And you hear like a huge bolt lock in from the door as you hear a rumbling coming from the pit underground.
Ha, Turnham's got to rebuild.
Oh my god, that's where your mind goes. Wow, next fucking level.
Okay, I'll just look back at him and just be like, you don't know what you're dealing with, do you?
I'm dealing with what the Marilith will prefer seeing dead. You're also my only bargaining chip with her. Your death shall satisfy her rage, and that shall guarantee my safety.
I think she's after the people who imprisoned her more than she's after me, you fuckface.
Once she's rid of you, she will no longer be bound to your whims.
Get mad.
Yeah.
Get mad. Pointing at him.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't want to lose anything.
I don't care.
I can fight people and it won't affect me, but I can't just passively get mad at someone.
Well, my thinking is she's hunting pretty much him and his family. So if you
I'll just close my eyes and just say,
have her go hunt after him.
Yeah,
that's
I'll just close my eyes and say, hey, if you can hear me talking, Mrs. Marilith, I have one of the family that you might be looking for.
He just basically says, no you don't. And he takes his hand and he swooshes it through the chair that he's sitting on.
You can't.
And he just chuckles a bit as he goes.
Wait.
Not there.
So Cyphers is just gonna. What did he do? He just swishes it through the chair.
Yeah, he's not there.
Oh,
He's
so I'm just gonna reach a hand out and just poke through him.
Yeah, you just poke through an illusion.
God damn it.
And he just goes on to say, this is a gift from House Bayenry.
Wait, House what?
House Bayenry.
Bayenrin.
Bayenry.
House Benerin?
No. House. He's not saying this in character. He's saying it once, and he will vanish promptly afterwards, as the pit in the middle seems to teem with angry, snarling demons. And we will end the session there.